So I haven't been live now since Christmas, before Christmas time. So Happy New Year, everybody. And today we are here live with the Fulfilled Spiritpreneur uh, Show. And this is all about stopping settling in your business and how to fix it. So is this the year that you stop settling and start thriving? That's what we're here to talk about today, and how my readers and healers can begin to align their business so the settling does not overtake their business success. But we are into that second year now, or the second week of the new year now, and it is the perfect time to start setting that tone for your business. But how many of us are still caught up in the same patterns? I've been like in this mode where I'm like, I know I have to change things up. I know I have to do things differently, but what can I do different, right? What can I do to really expand my own energy and my own thoughts and, really creating those bold moves that you need for business. I mean, I got a new microphone. Ooh, I don't think that, I don't want to pull down, but it's there. I have a new setup, even though it's not perfect yet. I have, and it wasn't just the setup that did it. It was just providing me the space in order to start getting more consistent with some things in my business, right? So if you've been feeling stuck or misaligned, this live is definitely for you. Oh, and by the way, we're new here. This is a new show with a new angle. I don't know, a new vibe. So welcome to the the Fulfilled Entrepreneur. Well, that too, but spiritual entrepreneur. So spiritpreneur. And it is the go-to space where soulful strategy meets spiritual purpose. So if you are a witchy intuitive, a healer, a spiritual entrepreneur of some sort, craving more alignment, less hustle, you are in the right place. And by the way, I am Lindsay Baldessano, the Mystik Success Architect behind Super Secret Powers, where I help intuitive healers and readers lead with soul, ditch the hustle, and build a business that feels as good as brings in that moolah, right? But yeah, those patterns. Hello, Jet. Ooh, sorry, I got caught up in looking at how that looks. I'm impressed. This is Restream. Yeah, and this is just the free version. So I'm like, ooh, this is awesome. So how many of us are, feeling that caught up in old patterns where you're just like, I know there's probably something I should be doing here, because what I'm doing just isn't cutting it, right? It's not getting you past the cricket stage. It's not getting you out of that stuckness that sometimes you get when you're feeling creative and you're creating a new program or a new course, and you lose that momentum and you lose that focus like halfway through. So stay tuned, settle in, grab a coffee or a tea and chat with me today about where you are with your business and where you are with that stuckness, because that stuckness absolutely sucks. And it's not your destiny. It's just a part of the process and a part of the phase. It's soul telling you there are some questions you need to answer, some decisions you need to make, and hopefully we can help you get that solved today. So, how to recognize the signs that maybe you've let that stuckness make you settle a bit in your business results and expectations, right? So it's so easy to fall into that trap when your hard work isn't producing fast enough results. And we start convincing ourselves that maybe it's the offer, maybe it's the post, maybe it's even the timing of the stars or Mercury retrograde. But really, it's not about doing more. It's not about cramming yet another strategy into our business that we might only really know the half of the ins and outs of. It's about getting clearer. And there go all my notes. But honestly, you've probably been carrying a whole bunch of these unmet expectations, all of that pressure we put on ourselves to perform and to succeed. And let's face it, it's been like a backpack of rocks that you've been carrying around. And that certainly does not make a pleasant experience for running your business. And you didn't start this business to feel like you have the weight of the world on your shoulders. You started it because you had a passion to help, a passion to serve, a passion to use your abilities, your skills, your talents, your whole awesome vibe to help others while helping yourself live that dream life you've always wanted. So we have to really start detaching ourselves from some of these ideas of, why things aren't working, because we need to, clear up some space in our fields by loosening our grip on some of these ideas that we have about why it's not working, so that new thought, new solution, new energy can come into this. And just to prove that it's a clarity problem, and it's your worth or your value, or you have to face reality about, the economy or business or anything like that, right? See, I bet that you've been spinning your wheels, trying all the tactics, but getting nowhere, right? I mean, that's a pretty common feeling. I bet you've been offering so many services, workshops, lead magnets, this, that, and the other thing, and none of them feel like they've been hitting the mark. And when someone asks you what you do, you panic, because you either are going to start over explaining what you do, or you're going to start mumbling about, you wouldn't get it. You're not my ideal client anyway. Oh, those defensive stuffs, right? When we think people are going to almost intentionally misunderstand us. But in all of that, maybe you stopped looking at your business messages a long time ago, because it seemed like it was only ever spam or looky-loos. You left your website to linger, because to just like linger out there in the void, like you haven't even updated it in a year, because no one is going there anyway. And maybe you do more sharing on social media than you do writing actual posts about your business and your services and your results. So let me know if any of these hit home, right? Because it's more common than you would ever believe with the way people talk about their business online and with the way people feel like they have to present themselves. There's so much going on behind the scenes that nobody ever talks about. And I think it needs to be talked about. Because how else are we going to come into a healthier pattern with our stress levels, our expectations on ourselves, and just the proper detachment or attachment we need to money, wealth flows, and all of that kind of stuff. Because it's again another one of those easy patterns to slip into where it becomes all about the money. Why am I not making the money? Oh my God, I'm not making the money. I suck. And that will kill your dreams faster than almost any other toxic pattern we got going on, behind the scenes of our business. So, which of those resonate with you? Where is it that you get stuck? Let me know in the comments. So, what is the truth about alignment and strategy? Because really, those are the things that are going to start moving you forward again. But I feel like there's a lot of misconceptions about how it happens in business, especially in this field of spiritual business and marketing and all of that. So, number one, your business isn't just about embodying your truth and your soul. Embodying your truth and your soul is step number one. But embodying your truth still doesn't mean you know how to create the offers that people will actually be convinced to buy. Business alignment it's about how you align that truth with action and the systems that amplify your abilities and your mission. So it's not about perfection, and it's not about just looking good or having like the best graphics or going deep into the psychology of colors, or it's not about the theory. Let's put it that way. It's not really about the theory. It's about ensuring that your messaging, your offers, and your system reflect who you are and how you work while serving the people it's meant to serve. Because your business is about you, but it's not about you. You're the one who drives it. You're the chariot, if you want to think of it in terms of tarot cards. You're the magician. But what you create and the drive you put behind it has to be about what people want, what your people want at particular stages and phases in their life and in their path. And if you don't nail that, you're only ever talking to yourself. You're only ever caught in your own echo chamber, in a sense. And that's, kind of when we start looking at all these like crazy titles of, well, who am I? I am a galactic energy alchemist, and I do these things, and they are wonderful, and they are mystical, and will clear 1 million past lives in 5 seconds. But who knows what that means? I mean, I'm a very well-educated spiritual person. I've been in this community for over 20 years, and I can look at that and say, like, all right, I kind of see that. But what does that mean for me? Like right now in my life, like, do I really need all that? I mean, if you're going to go that route, you have to be really good at being really, really, really clear about why all that matters right now so that you can sleep better the next day and you don't have those 3 a.m. problems anymore. So, like, there is a way to work that. It can work. You can sell anything in the universe. But that's like the harder route. So, as an example here, that it's not really just the theory, and it's not really just really like coming from that like fully embodied, here is my full truth, because it's your full embodied self creating something for somebody else while also honoring how the gift and how the ability and how your process works. So, well, one of my friends, one of my clients, let's call her Stella, and she was trying to break into the pet sitting business, and she has this beautiful holistic sort of process in the way she works all of the pet sitting stuff. So for a while in the beginning, she doubted whether she'd be able to, whether she should be taking like basically any gig that came her way. Somebody, messaged her, somebody expressed an interest, whether that was something she was instantly going to pursue as a sale because she needed money. She needed, to get established fast. She needed to start building her client list. All of these big goals. But after a few bumps, and, she was going and living in different places. So, I mean, it really took on a, very like, is my physical being in the right space kind of connotations there. She realized that she had to have some better boundaries about what she was offering. And she did end up implementing paid meet and greets just to see if they were even a match or if it was someplace she felt comfortable being. And it was just enough to, cover gas and, the expenses of having to go out and do it. It wasn't like $300 for the first meet and greet. And it was only for new clients. But she was worried that it was going to start repelling customers and start dropping her bookings down because now there was like this extra barrier. And it wasn't just a barrier, it was a barrier that people had to pay for and people had to plan for. And it was like, I don't know, does this feel like it's going to start, strangling my business? But not only did her bookings go up after that, she started getting a higher quality client. And they had the coolest homes and they had the best pets. And like it was more like a friend relationship, and they honored that and they gave her tips and gifts and all of these little things because they appreciated the lengths she went to ensure that this was a safe and sane process for everybody involved so that she can work from her highest holistic perspective while being in somebody else's home for a length of time. So what I'm trying to point out here is that alignment isn't about working harder, it isn't about trying to jam all the strategies in there. It isn't about necessarily perfecting the theories. I keep getting notifications come up here. But those little alignment tweaks that you could be making just to how your business runs is like, it could be that barrier, that process to show that you have boundaries that people have been looking for, because it tells them you're honoring their needs. and you aren't just for everyone. That you know who you want to serve, and you have created this valuable custom thing for them. And imagine what kind of clarity. I mean, step into that for a moment. What kind of clarity does that take on your part as a service provider to be able to turn people away from offers, to make people buy into only a certain level of offer because that's where you want to work with them with, because that's where you feel like you can do the best work for them? I mean, it's a whole different way of running your business simply by honoring your boundaries and your right to be able to run your business the way your energy needs it to be and your abilities need it to be. That is a level of strategy and intention filled business building my readers and my healers need and work on with me. So your business isn't just about one post or one offer. It is so much bigger than that. But when you're stuck, when you're in that stuck feeling and you're letting things settle and you don't even want to look at your messages and you don't really want to post anymore, you are needling these granular details of one offer or one thing, and that's a level we rarely need to linger in, right? So it's like it starts small, like hesitating to post online because you're unsure of what to say or what to say differently because you've tried all bunch of things before. But over time, that avoidance to be clear, to answer the questions, to dig a little deeper, it becomes soul fatigue. The belief that your business dream isn't sustainable. It's a block. And a block that delays all of your dreams for your next chapter. But you don't have to stay stuck. Who doesn't want to stay stuck? Raise your hand in the comments. Nobody wants to stay stuck. The path to thriving in your spiritual business starts when you decide to stop settling and find that beautiful clarity within you, not just of who you are, but knowing the hearts and the desires and the needs and the wants of your ideal client, of the person you know your magic is here to serve. I know it feels like you pour your heart into your business and wonder if it's ever going to fully bloom. But your dreams weren't meant to wither on the vine. They were meant to thrive. They were meant to be an expression of who your soul self is. And it's time to start doubting that and start building something that reflects the fullness of your soul and your potential and your highest medicine. So I'm offering Align and Amplify packages. And they aren't just like strategy packages. This is a life-changing partnership where you and me, we get into your clarity, your confidence, and the aligned action so that everything can come together to create that beautiful, soulful, sustainable business that you have always dreamed of. Now, there's only 2 spots, and those spots are first come, first serve, and after that, you get on the wait list. It is application based. So DMing me to learn more about whether Align and Amplify is the right thing for you right now. It doesn't mean you're going to get a huge sales pitch, because you still have to go through the application process and, decide if it's even right for you, if, or if there are better options, really. So please DM me to get the application, and so we can at least start talking about where your business is, because that is my jam. That is what I like to talk about. What kind of gifts do you have? I love to learn that. Anyway, so in Aligned and Amplified, we take the time and space through text and through five video calls to tune into your clarity. So where is your intuitive genius, and identify who your highest level client is and where they truly need your gifts, and what stages, what activation points. We're going to dive into consistency, aligning your offers and your messages to create experiences that feel like soul level activations for those ideal clients. We're going to tap into your confidence to establish systems that honor your energy and your boundaries, so that showing up for your business and your soul mission feels empowering rather than draining. Something you love to do, because not only do you feel good sharing that, but it's also nourishing you back with the relationships you want in your business and the income you need to keep doing the work, right? So that you have a livable wage at the very least. And we're going to then put your magic into motion. And we're going to incorporate intentional practices that bring your essence into everything you do in your business, turning ordinary tasks into opportunities for connection, flow, and of course, income. So when your business is aligned through the Mystik process, your message flows effortlessly and creates resonance like ripples in a pond. So if you are ready to stop spinning your wheels, because really there's no reason to linger there. There really isn't. And if you're ready for that level of clarity and aligned action in your business, I am inviting 2 soul-led entrepreneurs to join my Align and Amplify 3-month one-to-one mentorship. And this is where we create that personalized brand plan so that your message, your offers, and strategy reflect your truth and your needs. And it's not about throwing spaghetti at the wall, of course, and it's not about me telling you what to do. This is about bringing forth your own truth and your own purpose and your own energetic needs, and turning this into something real. So again, these 2 spots are first come, first serve. After that, you're going to get on the wait list for the next time I have a spot open. And it is application based, so there is no big sales spiel in the DMs. So please just comment Align in the comments, and we can find out if this is the right step for you or not. So, people, what questions do you have about alignment, messaging, and building a soul aligned business? Let me know in the comments. I'll be watching for those. Give me a golden nugget too. What did you learn from it today? And thank you. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your energy. And let's make this year the year you begin to thrive. I believe in you. Now go do something really magical. Remember, type me a line in the comments and I'll get back to you about the mentorship. All right. See you around the webs.